Hey, VC, Jeff here. So yeah, let's jump into a couple things that came in today. Figured I'd give them a quick show. Kind of excited about this. I've been waiting for these. They've been, slowed up because these are more recent vinyl pressings. It took a little longer for the band to get them and to get them out. So they were expected, I don't know, a month ago or so. But things have been going crazy. So they got them out. They got here quickly. So I picked up, I will say, probably, okay, I want to say the new Haunt album, but it's actually the newest on vinyl because they did release a new album. But this is Flashback, and this one actually came out in July last year, 2020, and I didn't, for some reason, didn't pick it up at the time. It's been through a couple different vinyl issues, and then most of which have been selling out limited quantities here and there. And then this was repressed, but they finally got it in. It's on a beer, white, and blue color variant there, and so this was like the latest version that I was able to pick up on vinyl, and so I went ahead and grabbed that, and that came in. They also sent along a little sticker with it. So yeah, if you're not as familiar with the band, it's really kind of a one-man, for the most part, project. Trevor Church, and has been putting out music. It's just, obviously you're locked in. I guess maybe he's been putting out so much recently, but so yeah, this came out in July, and then the newest album came out last month, I believe, and I have pre-ordered that, and so I got the digital tracks, but the vinyl is not expected till later this year. I think it was September, October. So yeah, that's still on hold, but this one is the most recent vinyl reissue. So I picked this up, really glad to get this, and it did come with the sticker. And then while I was also at it, this came out. Also, this was actually one of the most recent. But I don't know if you could. This is September of 2020. This was reissued. Now, this is not obviously the newest album that came out just a month or so ago. But this is actually a re-recording of the first Haunt EP. Luminous Eyes was released in 2017, and that was basically, from my understanding, the first EP by the band. Then they released, an album, whatever, and in 2019 they went back and released Mosaic Vision, which was other tracks from the Luminous Eyes series, but they finished them and put those out. So you had two EPs. What Trevor has done is gone back and redid all of those songs and put them on one album. So you've got two EPs worth, making one full album. This one, I went ahead and just opted to go. They had all kinds of color variants. Just went with the black. I don't know. Kind of regretting it now because I realize every other Haunt one I've got is a various color. But I just thought, stick with the black. And I did. And now this is the only one I've got that's on black. Anyway, so yeah. So this is actually a re-recording. And this was reissued, or I should say released, in September. And like I said, then there was a brand new album that has come out. I think it was either, March or whatever, in the past month or so, called Beautiful Distraction. And like I said, the vinyl's forthcoming, but the other media formats, digital at least, are available. So, and then this one, well, no, this one didn't come with the sticker. He sent the sticker for Mind Freeze, which is cool. So technically now, I have all 5 of the Haunt albums. So if you go back and look, as far as full albums, because that's, what they got. So, Burst into Flames, If Icarus Could Fly, and that's the 2017, 2018, Mind Freeze, which is early 2020, and then July 2020, and then September 2020. And this, because this is a re-recording of the 2 other EPs, technically I don't need the 2 EPs. Though, obviously if I ran across them at some point for, cheap, I might buy them just for the collector's ability, but I don't need them. And then the new album, Beautiful Distraction, is on its way. So that pretty much completes it. And I've been listening to these, online and things like that, and, it's just really great. The recordings are great. Everything sounds like you'd expect it to sound. Now, this next is just a quick purchase I made on Discogs, and I'm going to blame Aaron Mutha Alamare for this one. And of course, it's all tongue-in-cheek fun here. And the reason I blame him is because if you realize a couple of videos ago, I won the contest he had, and he sent me a box of stuff. Well, 2 of the items that were in that box were the 2 Rail albums. So we got Rail Arrival and Rail 3. So we've got their first and third album. So being a collector type thing that I am, I had to go online and quickly grab the second. So this is the Rail EP. This is actually, I believe this is the album that they recorded in response to the MTV Basement Tape Awards that they won. And this is, it has the video 1, 2, 3, 4. What are we waiting for? Rock and roll, rock and roll. Anyway, it was one of the bigger hits on here. It's a great album, probably one of my favorites, and I just had to have it. So I already had it. Thank you, Aaron, for sending me the other two. I had to complete it by getting the third. So yeah, it's Aaron's fault, but hey, I had to have it. It's been on my wish list forever, as were the other two, which he fulfilled. So while I was buying that, I noticed that the seller also had some other stuff I wanted. Nothing major, but I did pick up another Spyro Gyra album. Now, Spyro Gyra is, contemporary jazz, modern, jazz. I wouldn't call them smooth jazz so much, but same type of category. I discovered them in 1984 or 85 with the Breakout album. That was the first album I got by them. Absolutely fell in love with that album. The last vinyl that I received from them, which I picked up a couple videos ago. Anyway, it was the one that came after, right before Breakout. Anyway, this is a little bit an older one. I have almost everything of theirs on CD, except I realized they have a 77 album, their first album, which I don't think I've ever heard before. And I did see a copy of the original self-released by the band 1977 first album in very good condition on Discogs. And I'm very tempted to pull the trigger rather than buying the reissue. I think that'd be kind of neat. But anyway, one of my favorite bands, just, great instrumentation, everything about it. I've seen these guys live at least 2 or 3 times because we lived on Long Island, New York for a while, and they're from, upstate New York, and so they play frequently in that area. But yeah, so I had to get this just because I already bought one and I needed to buy another, and there's still a long way to go. They've got so many albums out. So just wanted to grab that, just wanted to show that, and that's all for now. And I do thank you for watching, and I will be back. Thanks a lot for watching. Rock on and rock hard.